The first day of May 2009. A thunderstorm is going on outside this morning. Well, when I first was up at 8 o'clock and dressed, lots of ping, 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 small hail. Boy, you can bet I got in and turned that television on to be sure that we weren't in danger of any tornadoes, because we're in Tornado Alley. They're saying that after a week of rain, we'll get rain off and on today and some small hail. Well, took me back. It's kind of appropriate because I want to talk today about the 1950s. It's a little later in May then than now. School is over. The seniors should be coming back from their senior trip this evening. We've already taken the kids that we had at that time. Our Roy has been a first grader. Our Rita, his little sister, over to Douglas, Kansas, out on the farm. I'm talking to you from Douglas at this time. And the farm was about, I don't know, on a diagonal, maybe 5-6 miles northeast of here. UDALL is right over there, southwest of where we are right now. We're a little worried that day about the seniors. Senior trips are an institution in small town America. But even in those days, senior trips were also an easy time. You send a bunch of young people out into the world on a long-awaited, worked-for, money made, money saved, both as a school, as individuals. It's a pretty exciting time, and all that young blood so excited about reaching a milestone in their lives. There's dangers associated with senior trips even back then. That was long before Aruba. Long before a group from Kansas went down to the northeast of here, and we're swimming in the ocean, and a tide carried out a student and maybe a sponsor trying to save the student. Deaths. There's dangers associated then and now with senior trips. So Donna and I are sitting outside because we know if the senior trip ends, there will be some celebration and families welcoming their children back, and sure enough, we see signs that the seniors are back in town, and from the honking and the excitement, we're sure everything's okay. Whew. Well, already here today. It doesn't get dark even with these storms around. It doesn't get dark until fairly late. So it wasn't, very long after we'd gone back in the house, it was time to turn the 10 o'clock news on. The lead story: tornado strikes Udall, Kansas. Udall's not more than, 10, 15, 20 miles, probably less on the diagonal. And in that movement of southwest to northeast, that storm probably went right towards Douglas and right towards the farm where our children are. Ooh, panic, fear tugs at your heart almost immediately. You go to the telephone. Give it a ring. Nobody answers out at the farm. Can't get the call through. You wait a few minutes and try again. Won't go through. Panic tugs a little harder at your heart. Oh God, let those kids, let those parents, grandparents and kids be all right. But you feel real fear. You make a couple of more calls, doesn't go through, and that panic grips a little tighter. Well, we decide we're heading for the Douglas, Kansas, and the farm in the morning. And we're getting ready for bed. It strikes us, wait a minute, that preacher, he gives me a bad time, but he came to Hardtner from UDALL. Give him a ring. We do. Have you heard? Yes, he had. We're going over to get our kids to be sure they're all right. At Douglas, and we go right by UDALL. Would you like to ride over? Yes, he would. So time is set. We have a plan in the morning. It was a restless night, but in the morning we picked him up and headed for Douglas, Kansas via tornado-stricken UDALL.